It's the Frosty Banks Show. Frosty Banks. Yeah. Frosty Banks. Frosty Banks. It's the Frosty Banks Show. Frosty Banks. Yeah. Frosty Banks. It's the Frosty Banks Show. Frosty Banks. Yeah.
Welcome everybody, this is Frosty Banks of the Frosty Banks Show. Here I have a tremendous guest, Mr. Benzino.
What's up, Frosty?
What's going on,
Man, we hit the crab trap right now.
Yeah.
Wrapping up on a Thursday, did a good Thursday here on the east side in South Dekalb Mall. And, you know, they did good.
Okay. Now, I have some questions for you. And for me, it's an honor to meet you first.
Appreciate you, bro. It's all good.
How does it feel to be in a small group of people, to architect? You architect the hip-hop culture like anybody else.
Man, well, I mean, me and my partner Dave Mays, we had 18 years with Source magazine. We started in '88, one piece of paper, a newsletter, and it just blossomed into something amazing. Accomplished a lot of great things, and was a part of hip-hop history, Source Awards, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Okay. Now I see that you're adding your culinary expertise to it.
Right.
How did that come about for you?
Well, I'm from Boston, so I've been cooking a long time.
Okay.
My mom and my dad, seafood, it was big up in Boston. So I just started cooking on the weekends for my guys, and people started liking it. And I developed these sauces for the crabs and opened up a shop in Marietta about 4 or 5 years ago. And now I'm down here in the South Dekalb Mall, and things are taking up. People love the food, and like I said, it's a blessing, definitely.
So, how are you keeping yourself coming up with new ideas and spread out to the culture? What's one of my ideas?
I'm a hustler, man. I came from the streets. I hustled drugs all my life, man. All my young life, and I just took that.
You look good, man.
I appreciate it.
You look good.
I appreciate it. But I just took that and learned a lot of business with my partner Dave with the Source. And just took like my instincts that I learned out there in the streets and hustling, and my work ethic, and just made it legal. And started dealing in brand management and of course music, the culinary arts, and just you just apply that consistency, quality. Whatever you're doing, make sure it's quality, and you got to be a people person, man. You gotta like people, so you got to be approachable, good conversation, and the rest is history.
Yeah. With everything that's going on right now, what is the best advice you can tell young black entrepreneurs?
Man, well, right now we're going through a transition where it looks like some changes are going to happen as far as all the brutality that's happening. I went through a lot of growing up in Boston and just being on the road a lot and dealing with different police officers. Been going through that almost half of my born life. You just want to kind of be aware that it's out there, so you can try to navigate away from it. And I know it's easier said than done, but you really got to try to stay in a straight lane with these guys. The good thing is, having the phone on you at all times, so if anything that does happen, you put your phone on and record everything.
I know that would probably be different from you.
Yeah, back then it wasn't no phones, so all the brutality was never caught on phone. It just used to happen.
Yeah.
I think phones have changed that now, where people are actually seeing it.
Okay.
And I think social media is making more people aware. And I think finally there's a change that looks like, even if it's a small change, it's welcome. So I would just tell these kids out here, man, stay focused, man. And, discipline, patience. You gotta be kind. Don't believe too much of what you hear on the internet. And man, stay true to yourself.
Now, I see that you have your menus and everything. What is the favorite thing that you love to sell to people?
Well, everybody loves our crabs and the sauces.
Okay.
They get the crab combo with the Benzino sauce. The Benzino sauce is like an Asian Cajun, sweet and a little spicy, and all my recipes. And I got my man Reg, aka the Saint, working with me as my dog. And man, we really doing well.
A nice good cohesive team.
Oh, man, that's my guy. Yeah.
Have any of your kids come and say, "Hey, Dad"?
My daughter Courtney Ray, check her out. She's signed to University of Republic.
Okay.
She's pretty big. She's going on Instagram, COILERAY. And my son Chavo, Chavo, they're rappers. You know what I'm saying? They come out.
Hey, let's follow. One thing that for me, it's because I'm African American,
Of course.
and it's an honor to be in. One is your presence because I can learn from you, and you can learn from me.
Appreciate it, bro. Of
And
course.
because
Yeah.
when we had a small sit down, and I could just tell like you demand a certain presence to me, which is just so dope.
I appreciate
You are very respected, and I follow your work, your body of work, and I just see you going from here to here, and you're not letting nothing stop you.
Nah, man. I focus, man. I've never stopped betting on it. It's been times where it's been dark. You know, like my life has been a hell of a journey. You know, you're gonna have your ups, your peaks, your valleys, your ups and downs. But you gotta stay hopeful that what you believe in is it. Because there's gonna be people out there that's gonna try to distract you and deter you from your goals. And I don't let that happen. You know, if I believe in something, I stay consistent on it no matter how long it takes. That's another thing. I don't rush things. You can't rush things. You know, sometimes, things happen and at a time and pace that is kind of out of your hands. As long as you stay consistent and work hard, everything will fall better.
I noticed for me, going through this transition of being an entrepreneur, and how sometimes, some days I'm just like, man, I just feel like I'm by myself, but I know that I'm not. How can you tell other entrepreneurs what is the best, what they can do, staying solid?
I mean, being by yourself is a good thing. You can focus. You don't have no distractions. It's good to be motivated by people, but if you can motivate yourself or if you can use things to motivate you, that's always a great thing. I think as young men and women, but young men, you want to, I know a lot of us worry about having a woman or having children. I think all that can wait. Put that on the back burner and accomplish yourself, get yourself stable. And once you've done all these things and you're at a space in your life where financially, mentally, physically, and spiritually you're on point, then I think it's time to get serious with a significant other, and then especially having a baby. It takes a lot. You have a lot of young guys and women out there having kids, and that's a big burden on their life, trying to accomplish their goals. So you got to be mindful of all that.
Okay. Do you have anything else coming into the works in the future?
Man, I just got a crab trap out in Chicago, Country Club Hills. I got my album coming out, Mr. Understood. I still do music.
Man.
Yeah. So, just really getting this one off the ground. We're doing really well. I want to get my sauces in stores. So I got a few things I'm working on.
Man, let me tell you something. There are so many people, like my brother. Two of my brothers are from Boston.
Okay.
And so it was like, oh, when you meet him, when you gonna meet him?
Dope. That's dope.
Man, they was grilling me because I'm born here from an ATL.
Okay.
I heard of your music when you was part of the
RSO Made Man. Yeah.
You got to say it right.
Yes.
Almighty.
Almighty RSO, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, you gonna get me hurt. When don't get me hurt.
Yeah, man. The Almighty RSO. We started way back in Boston in the '80s. Developed it to the Made Men. I've worked on these groups called the Wise Guys and the Untouchables. That's my legacy as far as music goes. My soul career, Benzino. I've had a couple of big songs. I produced a couple of big songs. I had a song on Nas's Stillmatic album that went double platinum, the intro. Me and my Hangman 3, me and my guys. So, my roots in hip hop go deep. I got many stories, many accomplishments. I've made some mistakes along the way, but I'm still here. I would like to think I'm still relevant and still have a lot to offer. And I'm very much active. I did a lot of stuff on TV with this reality show stuff. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen, man. Like I said, ultimately, I'm gonna tell my story, write the book. You know what I'm saying? Get it on the screen. And just go from there.
I'm glad to be here for you.
Appreciate it, Frosty.
Frosty Banks.
Frosty Banks.
Let me tell you something. I may be small, but
man,
this right here
ain't nothing small, man.
This right here, this is just like, dude, you
ain't nothing small. Whatever you do, it's big, Frosty. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
period.
I'm receiving it. Hey, look, I had a dream where I was writing on other movies,
Right.
I'm currently writing on a TV show on YouTube.
Okay.
Dude, I saw my dream. I won 6 Oscars in a night. Never been done.
Frosty, listen, if you can't vision it, you can't acquire it.
Dude,
Okay?
I was living it.
So, you know.
I'm sitting right next to a king right here.